What up, what up, what up, people? Let's get it in. I like what I'm seeing so far with the likes. I like what I'm seeing so far with the likes. Who we got in the building? We got W, Sean Family, Octavius, Daniel Burry, Jamal, Mr. Rasul. I'll walk him down. What's good? See in the chat. I like what I'm seeing with the likes so far, man. I really like what I'm seeing with Mr. 221. What up? With the likes so far. Harden, Mitchell, backcourt. How that's going to work? It can work. Donovan Mitchell is not really ball dominant like that. And Harden could play off the ball some. Empire Jeff, what up? Reg Dog, we got the West Coast in the building. Got the West Coast in the building. He said cooking on Nets right now. That's why I did not tell y'all. I said watch Austin Reeves come back against the Nets because it's an easier team. And he ain't want to come back with that. I knew he'd come back. I said, why did he come back against Brooklyn? He wasn't going to play against the Knicks. I knew that. When you play bum teams, they don't play no defense. They tanking. They don't play no D. So he could get his numbers. He could look decent. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not getting down on him. I'm just saying what it is. This is not me getting down on Austin Reeves. This is just saying I knew he's going to come back against a bum team like Brooklyn. They play no defense. None. You get wide open looks all day. I get some shots off against Brooklyn. No perspective. What up? Is a defense going to look ugly? Yeah, this is, you know. But yo, how y'all like the trade? Let's get the likes up. Let's talk about the trade. How y'all like the trade? To me, I like it because Garland always hurt. Like, and I heard that's going to happen. I heard that thing is really bad. That thing is really bad. They don't got no when he's coming back. He said Brooklyn whole team play that Luka defense. Yeah, you know it up. I don't think that's stupid for trading. Let me tell y'all this. You know what I don't think is stupid them trading for Harden? Y'all feel to realize Harden after this, he on a sweet deal. He on a sweet deal. And then the way the NBA is now, a lot of these guys, I've been telling y'all that. A lot of these guys not that good as y'all think they is. You can lose a guy like let's just say Harden decline and become a free agent and sign somewhere else. Let's just say that. Let's just say Harden decline his option and go to another team, and they just lose what's the name for nothing, lose Garland for nothing. Basically, it's not bad. These guys, these contracts really show you guys where they at. You can't win like that with bad contracts. In the NBA today, that salary means a lot. It means that y'all can see it. Teams is getting off these salaries. A lot of teams made mistakes that they shouldn't have made in the first place. Like, there's no way in the world Toronto should ever gave Jakob Poeltl that money. Now they trying to get off him and there's nothing you should have given him. It's no reason for you to ever give him that money. The same thing like Keegan Murray. Keegan Murray, Sacramento should have never $150 million for Keegan Murray. He never did anything, and he's not that good. Yeah. Jeff knows this helps the Cavs. Let me tell you this. The NBA now is mostly a money thing. It's mostly a money thing right now. The NBA is mostly a money thing. So Harden is overrated, stat pattern. Garland not on the floor. So it don't matter. And Harden only got $13 million on his contract for next year. I like the deal. Garland never always hurt. Garland whole career been hurt, except for like 1 year. He said, Rain, what up? We got a critical 24 hours. I need Braun to New York and Giannis to Minnesota. Watch my words. Braun ain't going to the Knicks. They ain't Knicks. That's not happening. The Knicks think they can win. The Knicks think they can win. And I think that Harden is a better reason why I think that deal better. Harden is a better playmaker than Garland. You can say what you want about Harden, but Harden's a much better playmaker. And they got big men down there. You need that. You need that. Thank you. Jeff said it's a no-brainer for Cleveland. Makes sense now and the summer. It definitely no-brainer for Cleveland. Braun for Cat, that's not going down. The Cavs with Schroeder and Keon Ellison, that pressure they're gonna be putting on, and you got them big guys back there. I like that. I like that. They got the big bodies down there. Yeah. They're gonna trade Schultz, and they need to get clear a little bit more money. They close. The Cavs. Jeff, tell me where Cleveland at right now on apron wise. Cause Jeff noticed this apron stuff. Jeff, tell me where Cleveland at apron wise. I think Cleveland is like right there, like on the first apron. I could be wrong, but I think they like right there on the first apron. Yeah, they're gonna dump Lonzo Ball. I'm hearing that Charlotte gonna get him. Jeff, tell me where Cleveland at apron wise. Yo, Jeff, the Dodgers need to hire Jeff. Yo, I like the Dodgers. I'm not like a crazy Dodgers fan, but I really like the Dodgers. That's like my team in the Dodgers need to hire Jeff. Jeff break down that Dodgers stuff, man. I enjoy listening to Jeff break down the Dodgers, man. I listen to Jeff every day with the Dodgers. They need to hire you, Jeff. Yeah, it's a crazy day for trade. Jaren Jackson Jr. getting traded. I didn't see that coming. You think he wants to stay in Utah? You think Jaren Jackson Jr. wants to stay in Utah? I wonder how that's going to work. Him? It's not going to work. If I'm not mistaken, Keontae George is going to be a unrestricted free agent. He having a good year. And that's like the only guard they got on their team. And then they got Walker Kessler. They got Walker Kessler and Keontae George, and then you already got a couple guys with big money on your team. You got big money from Jaren Jackson and marketing. Them guys got big money. Knowledge, what up, Knowledge? Damn. Yeah, but they saying they want to get rid of Strus and Lonzo. He said still almost 14 over. They said if Giannis wants Cleveland getting Giannis. They're gonna trade. They said Cleveland gonna trade. Mobley for Giannis. They're saying they're gonna trade Giannis for Mobley. I know for a fact Milwaukee, like, please, Giannis, ask to go to Cleveland. Please ask to go to Cleveland. I know Milwaukee, like, please ask to go to Cleveland. See, the thing is, Giannis, he never said he want to go to Cleveland. Y'all see what Jeff just said? Jeff said Memphis just got the biggest trade exception in NBA history. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yo, this thing gonna be crazy, man. I thought it was gonna be kind of slow to Giannis, but a lot of teams are saying, man, this Giannis thing taking too long. And some people feel that Giannis might not get traded. I don't see Cleveland getting Anthony Davis, because they definitely won't trade Mobley for Anthony Davis, and Jared Allen only make $20 million. He only make $20 million. Correct. Memphis could take on Lonzo and Strus. Easy. They can do that. Lonzo gonna be a free agent. And Cleveland give them like 3 second-round picks, and they might can reroute Strus. Now I'm eating grapes, knowledge. I'm eating grapes. Exactly. Teams definitely making moves to get in on Giannis. This Giannis thing getting. Minnesota made a move. Nobody don't know what Tim. What up, Tim? Nobody don't know how that going to affect people. Russ, what up, Russ? He said, Kareem, I know I don't do it as much, Russ, but I'm still here. He said if Giannis go to Cleveland, LeBron going. I definitely could see that as far as the summer. I definitely could see that. And I could see easy. Cleveland could get Giannis easy. Because once they move Lonzo and be able to do a 2-for-1, they could do because they could trade Lonzo. Let's say if Strus goes to Memphis. If Strus go to Memphis, they could easily trade Lonzo, Mobley, and a first-round pick to Milwaukee. They can easily do that. Mobley is the person that Cleveland would love. Milwaukee would love to build around. Russ said, "You still rocking with them bum ass Lakers?" I don't really rock with the Lakers right now, Russ. I really don't. I want homeboy gone. When homie leave, I'm all in with the Lakers. I'm not all in with the Lakers. I'm not. I can't rock with homie. I can't. And they said Minnesota could have got Kobe White in that deal. They didn't want him. Minnesota up to something. One thing we know, that's right. Get the likes up, y'all. Get the likes up. Yeah, Cavs going for it. If Cavs get Giannis, I think they come out the East. Because reason why, I know people going to say Harden chokes, right? All Cleveland need Harden for is like 2 games to play well 2 games. Because one thing you can say what you want about Donovan Mitchell. I think Donovan Mitchell sometimes could be a little underrated, because Donovan Mitchell He played well, and he steps up in the playoffs. Donovan Mitchell steps up in the playoffs. So if they somehow can get get Giannis, and Giannis and Harden do what they do, then you still got Jared Allen back there. Then you got the kid Tyson, and then you have Schroeder and you have Nance to be the backup. You know, Harden shies away in the playoff, but Mitchell steps up. It's only one ball. If they get Giannis for Mobley, they can do that. The only thing about it, Giannis didn't say he want to play with Cleveland. Giannis said he want to play with Oh yeah, Russ been watching. I ain't gonna lie, Russ is a long time supporter. Russ been watching from way back. I'm not saying they're gonna win the championship, but they can easily come out the East. Easy. When Giannis, Jared Allen go hard. Thank you, Jeff. His playmaking. If you look at Cleveland last year, even though they was hurt last year, they had no playmaking. They had Strus on the end, Dean Wade. They had no playmakers. They had no playmaker. Garland not a playmaker. Garland ain't even playing the playoffs. They had no playmakers. He said Harden and Giannis don't like each other. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know. Kwame Brown. And I'm not no Harden fan, but I don't want to rock the Harden, to be honest. He said, do my son still got sources? Not like that. He works like in another different department. Donovan Mitchell not a playmaker at all. He's not a playmaker at all. Oh yeah. I like the trade Celtics did for Vucevic. I like that. That Vucevic, that is big. I like that. I really do. But if I'm telling you, I don't think I'll come back. That Achilles ain't no joke. Jeff, I agree, Jeff. Jeff, look what Jeff said. Maybe this deal changed Giannis' opinion. Maybe it might change him because now they got a playmaker. Look at it. The guy, Jalen Tyson, he's fearless. He's tough at the three. You got the two big guys. Giannis know if he's there. I can easily see LeBron going there next year. I can easily see that. Y'all feel to realize they getting a player that's healthy compared to Garland ain't play this year. That alone a bonus for Cleveland. That alone is a bonus for Cleveland. Huh? I mean, what's his name? I don't know if he may play this season. Garland. Oh, Chicago, they got tons of guards. They got Josh Giddey. They got Josh Giddey, Jaden Ivory, um, um, Mike Conley, Mike Conley, I said Jaden Ivory, Kobe White, IU. Who else they got? They got a lot of guards. Anthony Simon. Anthony Simon. Chicago got a lot of guards, a lot of good young guards. Look all their guards. I ain't gonna count Conley. AU, Kobe White, Anthony Simon, Jaden Ivey. I'm saying small guards. Which name is bigger? He can play some three. It's a Giannis here may go to. They got too many, and they all small. I definitely think Kobe White and AU is out of there. I think they like Jaden Ivey. I think they're gonna keep a trio of Jaden Ivey, Simons, and Conley getting brought out. Ain't no question about that. Oh yeah, Trey Jones. Where do you think Giannis and Harden should go? Harden already went to Cleveland. That trade just happened like 15 minutes ago. But the thing is, they could have had White. They said that they didn't want White. I think Giannis going to Minnesota. I think Giannis going to, because at first I think Giannis going to Minnesota. Because at first I was thinking, I was like, I think Giannis going to get traded in the offseason. One thing, I follow general managers. Tim Connelly is one of the most aggressive general managers in the league. He is one of the most aggressive general managers in the league. He said they keeping Simons because he has height. And Ivy's Simons don't got no height. Simon is small. Simon like legit 6'2". Simon's not tall. He said hopefully they trade them all. I told y'all, he said the Lakers could get Conley off waivers. He said what they gonna do with Rudy. Rudy ain't going nowhere. Rudy ain't going nowhere. I think at this point right now, I think the Lakers. I think the Lakers is just pretty much, and I don't blame the Lakers. I've been said I'm the Lakers. I'm not gonna go crazy. I don't want really nothing. It had to be something that I really feel comfortable with one of these guys. I'm fine with the Lakers going into the off like this letting stuff be. Yeah, hey, Jeff, you just like me, Jeff. You gotta know the organization, and I think Conley for a guy like what's the name fit their team good. I think Conley, this Tim Conley, not Mike Conley. I'm gonna say Tim Conley. I don't want to confuse y'all. Tim Conley, he used to work for the Denver Nuggets, and he worked for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Right? He's very aggressive. He's super duper aggressive. I can't offhand, I can't really think of nobody. I would say he definitely like top two most aggressive general managers in the NBA. Definite top two. I can't really. Daryl Morey used to be like that. He's not like that as much, but he's Kobe White. I think would have fit Minnesota perfect because people don't realize Everybody loved Ant, right? Everybody loved Ant, but Ant goes on a lot of scoring droughts in the playoffs. He goes on a lot of scoring droughts in the playoffs, right? A lot. So a guy like Kobe White, I think they needed that. I think, and for them to not take him, because they had him. They said no, they didn't want him, and they not ducking no money. Minnesota not ducking no money. They not ducking no money, so it's not like it was a money thing why they did it. They it's something Minnesota is working on. I'm starting to think Giannis is going to Minnesota because I don't think he's going to Miami. Miami, if you look at their guys really don't got no real upside. Khalil Willis is solid, but that guy Jovic, I think, is very overrated. I think Jovic is very, very overrated. And they keep holding on to him like and keep, we don't want to trade him. I think he's very overrated. I think Nurk is about to get traded too. Yeah, no, but they be talking about this guy Jovic like he's like that in Miami. You know what I mean? Trades they ain't want to put him in. Every time a trade they try to get somebody, they always try to exclude him. And he don't, like I said, he said Tim Connolly was his preferred choice for the Lakers. Tim Connolly is somebody I definitely think I would love, like if the Lakers, I like Tim Connolly. Thank you. He definitely built two organizational ground in a quick time too. In a quick time, he did that. I think Giannis going to the Warriors or Minnesota. Or less Cleveland now, I think the dark horse. If you ask me, see the thing with the Warriors they give them all them draft picks. The Warriors give them all them draft picks. That's what the Warriors do. They give them all them draft picks. They really don't want Kid, and I think they probably want Podzinski, but he's a role player. Yeah, I'm just saying they said Conley going to get brought out. And it's surprised because Harden like to be, it's something, you wouldn't think Harden want to leave LA. This is why I think that we get on Harden, right? We know Harden do a lot of clown stuff, and we get on Harden. But if you think about it, for him to want to leave LA, it's something, and he might be serious about winning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'd seen that. They say he want to go to Cleveland, and people talk about Cleveland is nobody want to go to be in Cleveland. Cleveland is boring. Cleveland is this and that. He must really want to win. Like, see, the thing is, they don't want to give up. They don't want to give up. They Jalen McDaniels, but they had to though. They don't got no draft picks. You got to give up Jalen McDaniels. You ain't lying. The East is definitely it's a roadmap. It's a roadmap. If I'm a teams in the East, I'm loading up. Yeah, I think either John Morant or Giannis going to Minnesota. Minnesota gonna do something. Minnesota definitely gonna do something. Yeah, I definitely think Braun probably be in Cleveland. I agree, Jeff. Cause think about this. For him wanting to leave LA, I already just opened up some type of business out in LA. Like for him, he's from out there. For him to want to leave LA to go to Cleveland, y'all know how cold it is. Y'all want me to show y'all out the window? It's crazy. LA looking good right now. He said Braun playing with Harden next year. This deadline is heating up. It's Tuesday. We still got all day tomorrow. I think Giannis gonna get traded no later than tomorrow. I don't think he's going to see a guy like Giannis. If you ever notice, if you ever notice, um, guys like Giannis, big trades like that, it had to come off before because there's other stuff they want to do afterwards. Like Minnesota just can't just get Giannis and then that's it. There's other little things they might need to do. He said, I think the Lakers going to get Jaden. What Jaden you talking about? There's a lot of Jadens. What Jadens you talk about? He said, what are Utah doing? I'm confused. That Utah deal did kind of surprise me because I don't see, I really, to be honest, Utah should have went more for a point guard. Because Keontae George is a shooting guard. He's not no point guard. And and I think Walter Clayton is better than a lot of people think. I like Walter Clayton. He better than a lot of, oh, McDaniels? Nah, Lakers ain't getting him. How Lakers gonna get him? How Lakers gonna get McDaniels? He says 80 degrees out there in LA, sunny. It looked like Alaska out here in New York. And Cleveland like that too. Nah, he ain't rigging it. Sammy the man said it's 67 degrees. You saying it's 80, Jeff. Somebody, Sammy saying it's 67. You saying it's 80. He said 80 the other day. But I'll take 67. I'll be happy. If it was 67 degrees, I probably wouldn't be on live right now. Yeah, Keontae George, I think they should have went because I don't see it. Like I don't see where Jaron Jackson and marketing. I don't get it, especially if you're gonna keep Kessler. Them three, that front line, I don't see it. I don't see it. It's not like if you're gonna have a front line like that, a big one of them. He said, Jeff, you're in the valley. One of you got to be athletic. If you're gonna be tall like that, 6'11", you got to be super athletic. And Jaron Jackson not super athletic, and marketing not athletic. So I don't get it. I don't get it. And I'm starting to think Kessler gonna be be up for grabs. I'm starting to think Kessler gonna be up for grabs. I really don't get the Jaren Jackson to Utah. I really don't like it, to be honest. That's a lot of money in your front court, and none of them is dominant like that. Kessler, but I don't see that. And to me, you draft Ace Bailey. I know he weighs away. He's very mature, but he's a 3. He's a 3. He's a 3. But that's stupid to me. You trade marketing to Golden State. You might have just kept marketing. To me, I don't see that. It's still, listen, Jeff, it's better than what it is in New York. He said he got 1 year left on the deal, and Jaren Jackson got 4 years. I don't like Jaren Jackson's contract. I don't. I don't get it. He said Kessler out of there. But then if you don't trade Kessler, you're gonna lose him for nothing. If you don't trade Kessler within the next couple of days, you're gonna lose him for nothing. And you could get for Kessler. But the thing is, you better beware. You can't overpay. I'm curious how this free agency gonna go. Because you've already seen a lot of guys just got their money, and teams like right now, Jaren Jackson money looking crazy right now. More so on the back end, like, damn, we paying him that much? Yeah, I know Kessler out for the year. I'm talking about next year. They got money tied up with them guys. I'm talking about next year. I know Kessler out for the year, but I'm saying next year. And then if I'm Utah, I don't get why they want to do that. You got a blue chip draft. I wouldn't have made that deal right now. Like, I don't get it. You trade 3 firsts. I don't get the Utah deal. Exactly. I'm not giving no 3 first-round picks for Jaren. And then he might not even like it in Utah. He strikes me as the type might not even like Utah. He had an injury history one. He can't really carry a team. He's not no real impact like that. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then if I'm Utah, my thing is this with Utah. That deal you could have just did in the summer. Why do that now? Marking ahead, they both play and they start winning you some games. Because they're going to be a better team because they didn't lose much. So Utah are going to be a better team, technically. They're going to be a better team. So why do that and you're in a blue chip draft? You got easy, them guys, easy, like people keep saying 3. I like the North Carolina guy. I could say easy 4 players. Yeah. Then they got Flipinowski, even though he's a backup. Utah got a lot of big men. They got Flipinowski and they got Nurkic. But I think, and it's crazy because Nurkic, they're gonna get something for Nurkic. They're gonna get something for Nurkic. My thing, what's the sense of moving marketing and then get Jaren Jackson? Like I don't. You might have just kept marketing. Like if that's the way they going, I don't get that. I don't know. I don't know what Utah doing. To me, it don't make sense. That trade there don't make no sense because this is a draft. You say you get top 5, you good. You good. Let me see who. This draft's supposed to be deep. Nets don't play no defense. You know what's crazy? Laker game on and nobody cares. Nah, they not gonna do both. You said Laurie Markin and Kessler and Nurkic. That wouldn't make sense. They don't get rid of all of them. I definitely see Nurkic out of there. The Nets is just horrible to watch. And you can't overpay. You can't overpay. You can't overpay. Jaren Jackson really not a center to me. Yeah, Morant is definitely out of there. Morant is out of there. Morant going to either Minnesota or Miami. I don't think he's going to to Houston. Houston don't need no guy like Morant. Houston needs somebody like Tyrus Jones. Just somebody who could just manage the game. They don't need no like all world guy. They don't need that. He said Clippers won that easily. It's good that they got younger, but right now they didn't win. Right now, I think it's a good trade for both teams. Thank you. That's what I be saying. I think that Danny Ainge is a little overrated. I think Danny Ainge is overrated. Look what Jeff said. It doesn't make sense. He held on all them picks for that. Held on all those picks in a weaker draft and then to move them on the deep one. That don't make no sense. That don't make even he didn't move this year pick, but he moved two in 2027. They said next year drafts going to be solid too. They saying next year, so he gave up 2 picks for 2027 and 1 for 2031. Even though Utah definitely got a lot of picks though. Utah had tremendous amount of picks, but it still don't make sense. Oh yeah, and they still got Jake. Yeah, they got Jock Landell, Flipinowski, and Kessler. Well, Kessler out for the year. Nah, Jaren Jackson can't play no three in today's NBA. No. I think Kawhi definitely gonna probably get suspended. The Lakers make a small trade. If I'm the Lakers, I wouldn't. If the Lakers in prime position, you just want right now. You're not gonna win while LeBron and this Austin Reeves and Luca. That fit is just nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty. Yeah, Utah got all the bigs right now. You want bigs, you need to call Utah. Utah could trade. They because Jaren Jackson and Kessler alone is big. You don't need no prime center for that. They got Nurkic, they got Jock Landell, Flipinowski. Top notch. All right, salute, bro. He said Bob Myers should replace Palenka. He said, as a longtime Laker fan, I just want Bron to go. I just don't. I just don't like the Lakers no more. I ain't lie. I just can't get into them. I had no interest watching that game tonight. None. I don't. I have no interest in watching the game tonight. And I think we're gonna hurt the Lakers. What scared me this? What I think of the Lakers. I think if they mess around and give Austin Reeves a big contract, I think that's gonna really hurt them. It's gonna really because he plays him and Luke like it depends what they pay Austin Reeves gonna tell everything. Because if they give him 40, Luka get 50, that's already 90 million with two players already. Two players at 90 million. The only good thing nowadays, I think you're gonna be able to get good players at like $20 million. A lot of players ain't gonna be getting that money no more. This is the mistake the Lakers gonna make. Just look at all the contracts. Right now, it's not even looking. Jaren Jackson contract look crazy, right? Jaren Jackson Jr. They saying marketing contract looking crazy. We could just go down the list of guys who contract you be like Andrew Wiggins. It's a bunch of guys. Their contract is looked at as a negative contract. A lot of guys. Yeah, he co-signing us. There's a lot of stuff we got going on now. It's a lot of stuff, man. A lot of stuff. Go subscribe to the Beat 139, y'all. Definitely go subscribe there, man. Got a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff. Yeah, appreciate that. Oh yeah, we in the building. Tomorrow, man, we got it's gonna be lit. We got Samuel coming back. A lot of y'all, Samuel's an OG from Harlem. Glaze done took a shot. What happened? I'm gonna give y'all a preview. I normally don't do this, but y'all my peoples, I'm giving y'all a preview, right? So Samuel and Glaze is cousins, right? Glaze is from Brooklyn, Samuel from Harlem, right? And Samuel came on the show, and Samuel said that Glaze saves him. Samuel is more of a get money dude. Glaze was a gun dude, right? So they two different type of guys, right? So he went to get Glaze back in the days, and Glaze helped Samuel out, right? Got him out of the situation. I don't know what happened. So we posted clips up of old clips on our shorts. We've been killing them with the shorts. We've been throwing up a lot of shorts, been posting up the shorts. I don't know what happened to this day. So Glaze like, yo, he went at Samuel, his own cousin. He went at Samuel. So now Samuel hit us up yesterday. Samuel hit us yesterday like, yo, I need to come up. It's going up tomorrow. It's going all the way up tomorrow. So I don't think y'all want to miss it. That's all I'm going to give y'all. He like, yo, it's going all the way up tomorrow. He hit us up yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Like, so we didn't have no guests. We just was going to do a forum. So he like, nah, it's going up. So I'm like, okay. So we're just going to wait and see. So tomorrow's show, y'all want to watch. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy tomorrow. It's gonna be turned up. It's gonna be turned up. You're right. You're right, Knowledge. Let me be quiet. You're right, Knowledge. You're right. Jonathan Neely, I see you be supporting too, bro. Sammy, a lot of you guys starting to come over to the beat and supporting the channel, man. I really appreciate my Laker family supporting, man. You guys stepping up, man. I starting to see more and more of you guys pulling up. I seen Jeff pull up. I seen a lot of guys pulling up over there, man. But it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, and definitely I like when y'all pull up just to say what's up. At least I know who's there, and I ain't gonna lie. When I see y'all, it's crazy. When I see y'all name, it's like that's love. Like y'all came from head to head. You know what I'm saying? So when I be seeing, I be like, damn. Like I just be, I play it cool, and I just look. I be like, damn, these my Laker people. So people don't realize it's like. That's why I said I still do this YouTube stuff because of you guys. Because it's like you have, and that's why I give like Knowledge a lot of respect because I was ready to quit. I was telling Knowledge, man, this thing is crazy. Knowledge said, don't even worry about supporters. Knowledge said, yo, you got a core audience, man. You got a core audience. You could be out for 3-4 weeks and you do it. And the same people keep pulling up. So I said, you know what, you're right. So I don't even care about numbers. I don't even say subscribe. Y'all subscribe. Y'all the people, new people who may come on. You know what I'm saying? I don't even go crazy on subscribe. My boy Eric Quan. Eric, where you at, bro? How you feeling about this deadline? I'm mad. Let me see. I may just do stream. I may just get StreamYard. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Normally Tuesdays be kind of like this. You may see one little trade. This shit is popping. Look at the names. That's to say name wise. Jaren Jackson, Harden, Garland, and Vucevic is Simons. Like you got some like they ain't no what Nile always say rinky dink. There ain't no rinky dink guys. Too many rinky dink guys coming. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that many rinky dink guys coming. Yeah, Sammy the man. You know I'm here. You definitely know I'm here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is I love this time of year. I really do. I really love this time of year because it brings a lot of action to the NBA. And this is what the NBA need. But the thing about the NBA, the salaries is fucking up the game. It is. The salaries, they have to stand true because every year guys get overpaid, then you want to get rid of them. Yes, correct. Look what Eric said. Eric said, this free agency class is not good. That's why people making trades. It's not. This free agency class is crazy. It's crazy. But that's just why I'm saying where if I'm the Lakers still good because it's salaries people want to get off. People will, as long as you got that space, you can trade into that space. You can trade into the space instead of like right now have to do all that. You can trade. Guys will give up. Guys will give you something. You could gain more, to be honest. A team may say, yo, I'll give you a first. Take this guy off my books. Andrew Wiggins for a perfect example, right? Let's say right now they asking Lakers for a first for Andrew Wiggins, right? Let's say they asking Lakers for a first, right? Boom, for Andrew Wiggins. Remember they said that the Lakers, this is Miami wanted. Rui and I forgot who else, and a first for Andrew Wiggins. I'm just saying for instance, Andrew Wiggins expiring a contract, right? Let's say Andrew Wiggins making $32 million next year, right? In the summer. Now, let's say they out of the Giannis sweepstakes. Let's say Giannis already today went to either Golden State or Minnesota. And let's say they got John Morant. Or they don't got John Morant. Now, let's say the summer comes. And let's say he's a free agent or two guys they might want, right? And Miami got 3 or 4 first-round picks. They'll probably say, yo, Lakers, give you a first-round pick just to take Wiggins, and now they may have cap space to sign somebody that somebody might be undervalued. I don't remember, but let's just say somebody good that's want to go to Miami, and Miami need that space. No, Flamingo. I'm not saying the Lakers. I said Miami asked the Lakers for first. This in the summer that just passed. They want the Lakers. Now the Lakers can mess around. That's why I said the cap space still good to have because a team will give you. I can see that happening. A team, you got the cap space, especially Lakers could eat that contract for 1 year and be like, no, give me a first to take it. And they trade a first with Andrew Wiggins. And it may be somebody they want to sign. And let's say it's a low level, like first round pick. Like, you know what I'm saying? They may feel like, all right, let's say if it's first round pick for OKC. I'm just throwing it out there. And they may be, all right, we give you that first. Or we give you 4 seconds for Andrew Wiggins. Yeah, but Miami kind of, it's weird. That that situation weird. No, I don't think Jaren Jackson, he definitely not worth 3 first, especially with that contract. 3 first with that contract? He definitely, no, he not worth that to me. Because that contract, like he's not worth that. Y'all see him in the playoffs? He don't do nothing. He can't do anything. He's not worth it. 3 first, the way first round picks is now, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, he definitely ain't worth no 3 first. He's not worth no 3 first. His contract, let me see his contract. He don't do much. And then especially nah. Let me see. Now I'm pretty sure he signed off on the trade. Oh shit. They said Isaiah Kaya had 17 points, 22 assists. I forgot about him. I thought he was hurt. Damn, he had 22 assists. I think they need to start him. And put. I don't know why they think Deontay George is a point guard. Well, they said Boston under the first apron, and they're going to be a big player in the buyout market. The buyout market, I think the buyout market is going to be pretty solid this year. The buyout market is going to be solid. Mike Conley definitely going to be a buyout market. Chris Middleton, those bench guys. They said Cleveland is down to 2 second-round picks. They probably going to have to trade a second to get rid of Lonzo. They probably going to have to trade a second to get rid of Lonzo. They got 5 firsts, only 2 seconds. Cleveland definitely got to shed some salary. So Cleveland getting ready for LeBron. They definitely got to shed some. They got 5 firsts, but only 1 tradable right now, and 2 seconds. Then they got these guys on a 2-way. I hope Draymond Green get traded so bad. I hope Draymond Green get traded so bad, man. I'm just sick of him. I'm sick of Draymond. I'm sick of Draymond. Lakers beating the brakes off Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a sad case. John Morant definitely easy trade for. They already got a bunch of picks already. They already got a lot of draft picks, so they're not gonna be so hell bent on nothing. I definitely think John Morant easy to get right now. Right now, you could one. They'll definitely take 1 first for John Morant. He said, "Would I rather pay Job big bucks? I don't want to pay no John Morant no big bucks." Man, Flipnowski had 16-16. Marketing had 27. Ace Bailey had 19. They only played 7 guys today. Bryce Silverbar, he had 20. Scott McCallu had 18. Damn, they hold, everybody in their team produced. They played 7 guys, right? McCallum had 18. Cinderball had 20. Ace Bailey had 19. Isaiah Collar had 17. Cody Walker had 14. Flipnowski had 16. And Markin had 27. They all felt good. Everybody played at least. McCallum had 18 points in 20 minutes. Everybody else played like that 30 minutes or more. Pacers won an early pick. It's going to be hard for AD to go to Cleveland. It's going to be hard. AD got 54 million. Cleveland don't have that. Jared Allen only makes $20 million. It's going to be hard for that to happen. The Bucks is beating the Bulls. He said he in Memphis, Ja not going anywhere. Wow. Y'all see what he said? He said he lives in Memphis, and people saying if Ja get traded, nobody going to the games. People they do love Ja Morant. So I could believe that. They do love Ja Morant out there. Yeah, the city rocks with Ja. They do. They do. That's why I said they got to really be careful. The mistake they made, I'm going to get back to Memphis, and I'm going to tell you the mistake they made. I'm really going to break it down with them, right? Let me just look at this 1 second. Let me tell you the mistake Memphis made. The mistake they made was this. One, once you saw Ja Morant start getting a little out of hand, that's when you should have started pulling more people to the side. Now you pour into him. You get people. It starts with his father. I think his father's a clown. I always say I think Ja Morant's father's a clown. His father's a clown. His father never had nothing, and his father wants to be something he not. I think his father is like a fan. His father never sat down and really put his foot down on Ja and tell him, yo, listen, this league here, that money you're getting is fine. But remember, you in your early 20s, you still got your whole life. You spending, you get used to spending. You've been rich since you was 19 years old. You don't really know the struggle like that. A person think like this. That's like, for instance, let's say my son. Let's say my 15-year-old son right now, right? He ain't really been through no real struggle, right? And let's say he's nice in basketball. Now, he's starting to get perks. Because now once you're nice, you ain't fucked up. You're one of the best dudes in the city. So Ja never really, because the father, I believe his mom's and father were. Ja didn't grow up in no bad environment like that. He really don't know no struggle. So you think that money is something, but you start getting in trouble and they start labeling you as a problem child, a knucklehead. The minute your game starts slipping and you not good to them people anymore, they gonna show you. And then once you out the league, and now you looking for minimum contract, nobody gonna want you. You out the league. You 31 years old. Let's say you got into a lot of legal trouble. Then you had injuries on top of that. So now you have your injuries, your legal troubles, and now let's say you kind of out the league at 31, but you still feel you got a little game. You still feel like, damn, I'm still good. I can still help a team. And all you want is a minimum contract. All them 30 teams gonna be like, nah. That's when you're gonna see the real power. That's when you're gonna see, and you 31, you trying, you saying all the right things, all mature now, you're married now, you're showing stuff, you're going to church, they see you at this charity event, you doing all these things to try to get back in the league. and they don't want you. So now you 31, you're still young. You know, ate up a lot of your money because you figured you this big superstar is gonna keep coming. And now, by time now you like 40, that's why the father's supposed to know better. Tell him, listen here, man. This money here, you're only gonna make this money for a real money, let's say 10 to maybe 15 years. Some people get lucky. Everybody not know Steph Curry and no Kevin Durant gonna be even James Harden, guys that old still getting 30, 40. Everybody not that. Most people at that age, your money and stuff gonna go down. You don't be a knucklehead. Guys like Mike Conley is gonna be good. Mike Conley gonna be good. You know why? Because when if he asks a team, yo, can I get one more year? This is how much Mike Conley's supposed to retire this year, right? And he's kind of washed up. But Mike Conley can go to these teams. Let's say he played with Utah before, and Utah got 15-man roster. He'd be like, yo, I don't care about no minutes. I just want to mentor these young guys. They'll do it. Minnesota probably do it. You know what I'm saying? These teams doing it because he carried himself a certain way. Mike Conley is well respected, carry himself a certain way. Teams will do it. And guess what? They give him a job. They get him and find him a job. Okay, you be a coach, maybe like, you know what? Come, you coach on a team. Or you know what I'm saying? You have to be like that. That's what I said. So the number one thing Memphis did, that shit situation there. You had a player in Ja that had the city. You got a player that they were saying the face of the franchise. He has the city, and you had the team. You had the team that love. You know your town, Memphis loved teams like that. The bump and grind era, they ain't never win no championship. See, people, let me tell you where they get messed up at. People listen to the clown dudes like Stephen A. Smith, right? Guys like Stephen A. Smith, he always, oh man, soon you're not winning. Oh man, you need to leave. This person need to get traded. Everybody not going to win no NBA championship. It's hard to do, especially for these low level. Yeah, like this. Look at Milwaukee. Every year Milwaukee had injuries. Last year, the last couple of years, Cleveland had injuries. Cleveland had injuries the past couple of years. So they and look what they're saying now. Oh, Cleveland better win because if they don't win, Donovan Mitchell want to be out. Why should he want to be out? It's not like look what happened last year. Donovan Mitchell was out. Garland was out, and Jared Allen. How do you want to win like that? This is the problem. See, the problem these teams have, they need to hire guys like me. You hire guys like me, I'm going to protect the team. They don't. This is where corporate comes because these players don't respect corporate. You need a guy like me. If I'm in your organization, you got KAREEMLOUALLEN. He works for the Cleveland Cavaliers. His position is this. I'm coming straight out. Stephen A. Clown, don't listen to him, and I'm going in on him because all they do this every year. And they do it for clicks. So when a team don't win, they don't put no real content behind it. First thing they do, oh man, he should leave. He should leave. Like, and that be the problem. It's not all the time about leaving. You building community sometimes. Like that Memphis thing when they had Tony Allen, Zach Randolph, and Gasol and them boys like that. They had their bump and grind team, grit and grind. When they had that grit and grind, they was win 50 games every year. They go to second round, they lose. But you know what? The city loved them. Nobody called for them guys to get. You start. You got your core guys, and then you just start finding little pieces after that. Maybe your fifth, sixth, seventh guy, you may maneuver that, but keep your core guys, keep your 5 guys, and then the other guys you do around that. Especially cities like that. Cities like that, they selling out. The fans love them. You make the fans love them. You making money. You putting good product out there. They happen to lose in the second round, but you know what? Get smart young players. Do these things, right? And now when you get smart young guys, I mean, you draft good young players on cheaper contract. Now you got the big guys, and they come along. That's how you have to build. Is build a community. Same thing with teams like Cleveland. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got a good team. They winning. They selling out. The fans is happy. The fans. See, let me tell you this. It be the media messed the NBA up. They plays a part in it. Because it's like every time a team don't win and they got a superstar, or I hate to use that word superstar, because a lot of these guys are not superstars to me. But they got these all-star players, and they always say they need to leave. But you notice they never do that to the Knicks and Lakers and Warriors. You notice that, right? They never sit there. The Lakers ain't winning, guards no win. They never sit there and be like, oh, Anthony Davis should leave. And Lakers been losing the first round. You never heard them that one time, yo, Anthony Davis should leave. Oh, man, he should leave the Lakers. They don't do that. And Lakers losing the first round. Getting swept and shit like that. Losing in 5 games. You never hear them say, Anthony Davis should leave. The same with Golden State. Golden State ain't been doing nothing in years. You never hear them say, oh, man, Steph Curry need to leave. He need to leave. They don't say that. They never say Steph Curry should leave. Same thing with the Knicks. They not going to say that. But when it's a small market team, they always sit there and say a player need to leave. See, this is why you need a guy like me to call these guys up there. These corporate guys, we want to keep hiring these guys, or we ain't going to say no, we're just going to ignore it. No, sometimes you have to call bullshit because it's going to keep happening to your franchise. Because these kids, one thing I know about these guys, and this is why I don't like the NBA I really don't like the NBA like that, because a lot of these guys is weak. These players is weak. They listen to the media, and they not as good as they think they is, and they always want to leave, or he want to get traded, or he wants out now. That's the mentality of and you're like, you ain't do shit. Like, all these guys come out and say they want to get traded. It's not that good. You got paid buku money, and you're not that good. Like Giannis. Giannis keeps saying he wants to win, right? I'm going to get back to Memphis. But Giannis keeps saying he wants to win. He wants to win. And everybody's saying they don't know if he could do it in Milwaukee. But guess what? Every year, you look at every year, the Bucks, they got, in the last 5 years, they've been injured. They've been hurt. Every year, they losing big guys, not no rinky-dink guys. They losing big guys. They've been within their top 2 or 3 players. 1, 2, 3 players. Giannis been out all the time. Middleton is out. Dame out. It's keep happening. So Giannis saying that, he's not telling the full picture. Just like Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is a clown, and I comment on his joint. He said, "Oh man, my OKC." This is what he said. He said, "My OKC Thunder just proved to Denver you knew no match, and we just beat the Denver Nuggets, and we was out 2 of our guys, and they had 2 of their all-star players came." This is exactly what Skip Bayless said. 2 of their all-star players was there, and we was missing 2 of our guys. That's all he said, right? See, this is why it's good for people to have their own mind, and this is why I said the media is something. Because now, if you take, this is why it's very important for me to be credible. Because when I say something, some guys might just take me as face value and go whatever I'm saying, right? Because they be like, nah, Kareem said it. It's real. Like, sometimes some people, you know, like when things come to you, certain people tell you shit, you like, nah, That's like right now, if I go to you and say, yo, this person's a snitch, 9 times out of 10, it's really because I'm not going to say it. If I had to, I'm going to be factual. So Skip Bayless, he sat there and said his OKC beat the Denver Nuggets. They proved supreme. Denver Nuggets had both of their all-star players, and we was missing our all-star player and our role player. But you know what he didn't say? Skip Bayless didn't say, for one, Jokic was on a minutes restriction. He only played 20-something minutes. That's for one. Two, they had 2 all-star players. You had Chet Holmgren, who made all-star, and for the first time, the same way Murray made all-star for the first time. So you got 2 first-time all-stars. So Murray and Chet Holmgren is first-time all-stars. So Denver had 2 all-star players. They had 2 all-star players, but he didn't say that, right? And then another thing he didn't say, Denver was missing 3 of their starters. They missing 3 starters. Aaron Gordon, Christian Brown just got a $100 million contract. He was averaging 16 points last year, was one of the most improved players in the NBA. Aaron Gordon, we all know what he means to that team. And Cam Johnson. They missing 3 starters. See, he didn't say that. See, that's what I'm saying. They don't tell the whole picture. It's easy to sit there and say, Giannis, to sit there and be like, that's why I lost a lot of respect for Giannis. I lost a lot of respect for Giannis. I respect him more if Giannis said, I just want to leave. But all that, I want to win. The Bucks did with. See, this is what bothers me. And then the media. This is why the kids today growing up is going to be sad because it's the mentality. Mentality means everything, right? Everything is quick. Going to get rough, quick. And everybody want to run to this team, that team, and they don't really do shit, right? So I like guys who stand on shit. I respect them more. Giannis say, yo, listen, I want to leave. Then to sit there and try to attach it to a championship, and these people tried. These people tried. You can't tell me Bucks didn't try. They got you up. Drew Holiday was struggling. Y'all played Boston. You looked at you like, you know what? You clearly could see when they played Boston that they needed more offense. They went out and got Dame. Right? Regardless if it worked out or not. See, this is killing me. You got to give the teams credit when they still go for it. That's like right now, a team go for, let's say Minnesota go for Giannis, right? And they get Giannis, and for somehow it don't work out. You can't sit there and say, damn, dude, they tried. The Bucks up there in salary, they always like one of the top teams cap-wise. They tried. They went out, Chris Middleton playing on nothing. And just like and it kills me when people like, oh, they shouldn't have traded Middleton. Why they shouldn't trade? Middleton is washed up. You had a younger Kuzma. Kuzma's much younger, got much more of a bounce. And Kuzma was averaging like 18 in Washington, even though I don't know what the fuck happened to Kuzma. That's why I don't like them players like Kuzma who worry about fashion and outside stuff. You got to be weird. That's why I said these gyms don't do good jobs. Them players like that, you got to watch those guys. Like him and even guys like Jordan Poole, guys who their ego think they bigger than what they is and worry about fashion, how they come to the game. You have to get ballers. And Kuzma game, I don't know what happened to him. I really don't. I can't call it. Exactly. Elise, widows. The widows. You have to, and this is why these teams should be like, you got this guy and Kareem sitting on a couch doing this, instead of you being like, you know what, throw a nice bag my way, put me in the organization. And I tell y'all how to do it, and it's all in the money. These teams, these GMs be dumb, and they don't know what they're doing, and you need to somebody who's gonna press the somebody like me who's gonna put pressure on Stephen A. Smith. I'm not talking about no street way. I'm talking about you need a guy like me when he come with that nonsense. If I'm Donovan Mitchell, I need to leave. I'd be like, so how come Cleveland won in 2000, whatever they won, 18, 17, 16, whatever Cleveland won championship. When the last time Knicks won a championship, Stephen A? How come you never sit there? The Lakers been getting their ass beat in the first round and stuff. How come you never sit there and say, oh, Anthony Davis need to leave? How come you never sit there and say, Steph Curry need to leave? Or Draymond Green need to leave? Or Brunson need to leave? You don't do that. How come you never say that on the big market teams? It's all right. They could lose year in, year out, and it could be bad and don't win a championship at all, and God's know how long. But another team where guys play 2 or 3 years with them, it's time for them to go. How? Because they were screaming. Stephen A. did the same thing. He screamed for Donovan Mitchell to leave Utah. Utah was going to the second round every year with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. Every year they was going to the second round with Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. They was losing, but guess what? They had a hell of a fan base and they was trying to win. My thing is, you knock it when a team is not trying to win. That's when you sit there and be like, yo, you need to get out of there. You can't get mad if a team go for it and something just don't work out. Because now they like, oh, they should get rid of Drew Holiday. I'll still do that, Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was washed up that last year. It don't seem like that with Boston. You know why it didn't seem like that with Boston? Boston ain't need to do much. They had 4 guys that can score, and Brown, Tatum, Porzingis, and then Derek White. So they didn't need Drew Holiday offense like that, but Milwaukee did, because Drew Holiday was their second best player. So that's the difference. See, these guys don't see. Oh, they don't want a guy like me up there, and I ain't with that debating, arguing stuff. I'm not with that. But they don't tell a whole story. Drew Holiday looked crazy out there. You had Giannis dropping 30, Drew Holiday getting you 13 points as the second best player. Middleton been hurt. Middleton been hurt like the last 3. After they won a championship, he been a whole different player, been hurt. Right? So he really been in and out of lineup, back and forth, whatever, right? So my thing is this. You can get a guy like Dame. Oh, that's wrong. They shouldn't have never traded Drew because it didn't work out. Drew Holiday, and I always said this, they love Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday, what I was saying, he's not no knucklehead. He's a good dude. Every team love him. Every team feel they need him. That's why he always getting paid. And he stay out the way. He's quiet. And the thing about it, the reality is, he somewhat a low-key overrated to me. He is. And see, his strength came in with Boston. Like I said, they didn't need him. Milwaukee did. Let's say Milwaukee had Giannis, let's say Dame. Let's say they had Giannis, Dame. I'm comparing like Tatum, Brown. Let's say they had Giannis, Dame, and an offensive guy like a Kobe White. And then Drew Holiday. Then it's different. You had Giannis and Dame going to take care of most of the stuff. Then you have a guy like a Kobe White. You see what I'm saying? Drew Holiday with the 5th, they didn't need him at all, yo. They didn't need him at all to score that much from Boston. Yeah, Porzingis, a guy that still was getting you 18 points. A guy's more of an offensive guy. Then Derek White they had. Then Tatum and Brown. Like, come on, they didn't need him. So when he won a championship, see, Milwaukee did this. They shouldn't. Drew Holiday was not that good, man. He was not. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't help them at all. He said, "Oh, Brown, go back to the Cavs." Me too. He said Chris Middleton felt like a bag of dope. That's what I'm saying. Milwaukee did this one. I don't understand. Milwaukee did what any smart franchise would have did. You see what I'm saying? They did what any franchise player would have did. You saw a Middleton who was old. You moved on to him with a younger guy like Kyle Kuzma, who you seen potential, who've been from his first year in the NBA, first couple of years in the NBA, he looked like he's gonna be the shit with the Lakers. He averaged, I think, 18 and 16 his first couple of years in the NBA. He goes to Washington, averaging, putting up buckets. You get a chance to. Middleton got one leg, and you get a chance to get him. You can't be like, oh no, loyalty or just keep him just to keep him. His salary, you can't. And then he makes a lot of money. He said Drew Holiday impact player. He does have some impact. I'm not saying an impact, but he was on a hierarchy. He was the second guy on their team. He didn't have the impact like that. I agree. Kobe White definitely need. I think he'd be better because he do take a lot of bad shots, and I think that he. Oh, but damn, let me go back to Memphis. I'm sorry. I hate to start something because some people here probably waiting for me to talk about the Memphis. But the mistake the Memphis Grizzlies made, they had he says hometown team beat the Nuggets. Who your hometown team? Detroit. Um, the mistake they made, right? I think you're missing my point, Elise. He said Holiday championship play. He does all the right thing, but he's not. You're missing my point. The way the NBA goes is he's a money guy. You got Giannis, Holiday, and Middleton, right? You got those three guys, right? Middleton banged up, hurt all the time, right? Middleton is banged up, always hurt, right? So, and he was like pretty much out the lineup. They had to get rid of him. You got Giannis, you want to win. Drew Holiday is their second best player. How you improving your team? Where was you going to get a number two guy if you don't move Holiday and you get a game guy like Dame like that? And then Giannis had his flaws. Giannis' flaws was at the end of the game, he's not good at the free throw line, and him creating. That is why when Miami always beat them because they build that wall against Giannis. And that's why when Middleton was healthy, Middleton played because Middleton was a guy with hitting big shots, not Drew Holiday. Not Drew Holiday. Middleton was a guy that was hitting big shots. You see what I'm saying? He hit big shots. But once he got washed up, Drew Holiday wasn't good enough to step in for he couldn't do nothing. Drew Holiday couldn't do anything. So now he's the second best player on their team. He getting $30-something million. They has to move him. Who they couldn't? They didn't have no other move. Middleton didn't have no real trade value where they was going to get an all-star level player because Middleton was shot. He had a big contract and playing on one leg, and he was a shell of himself. So he was not going to get you no all-star level type player. He got you a guy who was in mid-20s in the Kyle Kuzma, and that's cool. But they needed more. And you get a chance to get Dame. See, that's what I said. It's easy for people to look at it and say, oh, Dame set them back. Dame did this, Dame did that. Yeah, but guess what, though? If you look at Dame thing compared with playing with Giannis, that's just like if Giannis go to Golden State and they don't work out, then what? Dame and Giannis is, Dame and Steph is like the same. So you're looking at Dame now. Dame, the problem is, I'm gonna tell you what Dame's problem was. Dame went to Portland. He wanted to go to Miami bad, and then regretted the soon he got there. That's like you doing something and regretting it right away. He never fully bought into Milwaukee. And everybody know, and in basketball, you gotta buy in. You don't buy in, it's not gonna work. It's not. I don't give a how good you is, how this and that. If you don't buy in, it's not gonna work. If you don't buy in, it's not gonna work. So when he got there, he wanted to get traded so bad, but then it's like, oh shit, I don't want to be here. I, I, I think I made a mistake. I miss my family. Oh, I shouldn't have left my wife. It just went bad. So personally, he never bought in. You keep saying he couldn't guard nobody. I get that. Drew Holiday couldn't score. So it's not like Drew Holiday was locking people up like that. Jimmy Butler killed them. And Jimmy Butler killed Drew Holiday, couldn't do nothing with him. Jimmy Butler scored 6 straight times on Drew Holiday, and Miami got them up out of there. So people be saying, oh, Drew Holiday, this Drew Holiday. Yeah, he can play. I'm not saying he can't play and do all that, but they acting like he's like a Deion Sanders. Like he's just shutting shit down and your best scorer ain't doing it. And that wasn't the case. Because when they was playing Boston and Boston's beating them, the player still was getting off. Kuzma has had 31 tonight. He said they're not the same, bro. Now, I'm not saying they the exact same, but meaning if you look at Dame in Portland, let's say the Portland Dame before he moved, it's very similar. Just that Golden State was winning. Very, very similar. The Nets are so sorry, it's crazy. They're very similar. Dame, see, y'all looking at, when you say Dame and Steph, you think about Dame today and Steph today. Time of the trade, you just go see what it was. His heart wasn't in it. It's not. His heart wasn't in it. The minute he got there and he went to training camp, he missed his. Why do you think he went back? You know how many teams he could have went to Miami this time? When the Bucks got rid of him, he could have went to Miami. He wanted Miami so bad. Dame wanted Miami so bad. So bad Dame wanted Miami. And he could have went to Miami. But guess what? He wanted to go back to Portland because he missed it. His heart wasn't, he did it, he dealt with emotion. That is why they always say, do not deal with emotions. That's why they said, don't deal with emotions. Because making an emotional decision, it could be costly. Emotional decision can be costly. He want, oh, I want to play with Bam. He want to play with Bam. I want out. He tired of Portland. I'm gonna tell you what happened with Dame and Portland. I keep not talking about Memphis. After this, I'm definitely going to talk about Memphis, right? I'm definitely going to talk about Memphis, but let me get to Dame and Portland, right? You know what happened? This is why sometimes everything ain't for everybody. You're a professional. You ain't need to say it. Dame said, if they don't trade that pick, I'm out of here. Portland, remember they drafted Scoot Henderson. Portland had the second pick of the draft. The third pick of the draft. Yeah, because Wemby went 1, Brandon Miller 2, and Scoot Henderson with 3. Now, those 3, that was considered a draft, can't miss draft. You getting 3 All-Stars. That was like, that draft, LeBron draft, all of them like draft where the Zion draft, those drafts kind of remind me of each other. Because they was like Braun, Melo, and D-Wade and like Bosh, like can't miss guys. Zion, John Morant, and RJ Barrett, can't miss guys. I'm saying this was the narrative. It turned out not reality, but this was the narrative coming into the draft. Wemby, Brandon Miller, Scoot Henderson, can't miss draft. They consider all them guys as like all-star level players. Like you can't go wrong with top 3 pick. Even once you got down to like April, May, you get top 3 pick. All you want is a top 3 pick, just like they saying now. They said top 3 pick. You got AJ, you got Darrell Peterson, and you got Boozer. Oh, just get a top 3. I don't care. Like, as long as you get top 3, you consider good. You got an all-star player. You got a perennial all-star, 15-year NBA player, right? So all these things, Wemby, he was like from down the run. But Brandon Miller and Scoot Henderson, like, whoa, Scoot Henderson also. Dame said, if you don't trade the pick, I'm out of here. This is the emotion coming at, right? They tried, but they said they want the world because they said Scoot Henderson going to be the shit. And they wanted Dame to play with Scoot Henderson. They said, Dame, you and him, man, this guy, they think Scoot Henderson going to be like that. They like, this guy going to be like that. Everybody in their mother thought that. So I hate when somebody still like, oh, no. You could look back now and say, yeah, but at the time, you have to be real. See, that's the thing about me. I'm real. I thought he's going to be real good. So they said, you know what? We're not getting the knock your socks off type of assets we want for him. They tried to trade the pick, the second they picked. Portland tried to trade it, but they wasn't getting the offers they wanted because they felt he's going to be like an all-star, high-level, all-NBA type player. And they wanted the moon and the sun for that third pick. Because it wasn't, mind you, it wasn't, because at first they thought Scoot may go number 2. But then Charlotte was more like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like locked in that Scoot was going to be there. It's like Scoot or Brandon Miller. So now it's like, yo, man, we ain't getting offers. So Portland looked at like, man, listen, we could go back and tell Dame, listen, man, this guy gonna be the shit. We good with this guy. Dame dealt with emotion because he jumped out there and already said if they don't trade the pick. So now he feel he had to stand with his word. Now Dame feel I got to stand by what I said. Instead of him just being like water under the bridge. So he felt he tried to call a bluff. And which they did try to trade him, but it wasn't a deal out there. Then he like, okay, they ain't trade this pick, and I told them to trade the pick, and I said if they don't trade it, I'm leaving. And the simple fact they did that, they really didn't want to leave. He really didn't want to leave. But he listened to guys like Stephen A. Smith. Oh man, Dame, it's time for Dame to go. You don't want to be like Kevin. And I hate when they keep bringing up the Kevin Garnett. Oh, you don't want to be like Kevin Garnett, to sit in one place for all them years and then leave years later. Then you regret at the end of the year. You don't want to do it. So they saying all this stuff there. So what Dame tried to do, Dame tried to get slick. All right, I'm gonna get my boy Jeremy Grant paid. Because they was not going to, because the thing was, Dame, if you're not staying, we rebuilding. We gonna rebuild if you wants to get out. So mind you, the draft comes first. Dame said nothing after they got Scoot Henderson. He was quiet. So they thought Dame was back in the mix of he coming back to Portland. So like, okay, we got Scoot Henderson, we think gonna be good. We got Dame Lillard. Fuck it. We gonna show Dame we like that. And they re-signed Jeremy Grant. They re-signed Jeremy Grant to all that money. Soon after they signed Jeremy Grant, he comes right out and say he want to get traded. So now Portland feel that's a slap in the face. Like, bro, why you ain't been said this? Because we'd have never gave this dude this money. We'd have never gave him all that money. On a rebuilding team, well, it made no sense. They only gave him that money to keep Dame happy. Dame got Jeremy Grant paid. And now guess what? That's what I said, God don't like ugly. Now you have to come right back to that team. You have to come right back to that team. And hopefully they wanted you. Because Portland could have easily been like, nah, we good. We're going to continue rebuilding. We're going to continue rebuilding. Like, people sit there and say, Portland don't need Dame right now. They could have sat there and been like, we're going to continue rebuilding. Nah, you did that. You made us sign this dude that we didn't want because we was rebuilding. We gave him all this money, $35 million a year, which we would have never did. You did that clown shit. Nah, bro, we good. Dame went back begging to go back to Portland. Because he could have went to Miami. You know how many teams Dame could have went to? Dame had a list of teams he could have went to. A bunch of teams. Well, he did the clown. He wanted to go back to them. That's what I said, dealing with emotions. You felt that you had to stand on what you were saying. Now back to Memphis. So the Ja Morant thing with the father, that's the first mistake they made. The second mistake they made, they had a nice core. They had a core players, a core style of play, and they had like fun. They had when they used to do the Giddy one, when he used to do that, they had a core guys that was together. They should just kept their core guys. They listened to the fans. Dylan Brooks all in Bron face. The Lakers beat Memphis. Everybody, oh, Dylan Brooks. This is why they listen to outside noise. That's why I tell people, these people listen to outside noise. These organizations listen because they don't know better. So they want to get the fans and listen to these people. They listen to the outside noise, and it's like they blanked the whole series on Dylan Brooks. LeBron had a good series against Dylan Brooks. They lose, and it's like Dylan Brooks, they felt he was talking too much. The Lakers won, he's talking too much, and now they felt they had to get rid of him. The next day, they went out and said, oh, he's not coming back on the team. That's why I said God don't like ugly. Dylan Brooks, this you want a roughneck on your team. A guy who wants to stand up to somebody and say, yo, we not going, even though LeBron had a good game, but you want that. They came out right after the game and said Dylan Brooks would not be returned. Like he did something like he's on drugs or he did something bad to them. He did nothing to them. He did nothing to them but was ride and die and playing. Oh, he's not coming back. They said that right after the game. So it's they kind of put it as he they kind of put it as he messed up their team. I mean, he the reason they lost. Jared Jackson, them guys did anything. John, none of them, they players did nothing in that Lakers series. If they would have kept their team, and just look, if they'd kept their team, but they still would have had the same thing with injuries and stuff. Edie would have been like, Edie would have been like Marcus. You just keep the team. You keep your core players. Desmond Bain, but the problem is you paid them too much money. I'd have been like, I'm not paying you that much money. We need to win. I'm not paying you that much money. Desmond Bain got too much money. I won't be surprised if Orlando probably by next year. I guarantee by next year they're gonna be looking to move Desmond Bain. These guys gonna be worth that money, man. Look at Orlando team. He like their third best player, and they still not that good. You got a guy that's considered your third best player, and he gets like $35 million. That's crazy. You should be good. You should be a good team. Memphis, what they should have did, see, when teams make a mistake, your fan base is the number one important thing. Your fan base, you have to think like this. Keep your fan base. Your fan base wasn't complaining. This Memphis team with Ja, before Ja got hurt and them guns and stuff like that, they was the same way like the other Memphis team. They went 50 games, lose second round, but they had a swag, me against this world mentality, and they should just kept it like that. Now they get rid of Ja, nobody may come to the games, and they may have to go to another city. And now it's like they gotta trade Ja. You done got rid of Jaren Jackson, like you gotta trade Ja. You have to stand on something. Be like, listen, you sit your players down, be like, listen, you want to win? I'm sorry, I like to, but I can't pay you that. And this way, you pay your star player, okay, Ja, but you be like, yo, y'all not. See, I think, to be honest, we're hurting the NBA. The salaries hurting it because these salaries, these guys getting way overpaid is hurting the game. It's hurting the game because now your team can't build a certain way because you got this player killing your books. That's why I think arbitration in basketball will be. I think that would be the best thing. It will humble a lot of these guys. If you look at every sport, basketball is considered the least appreciative players. They come. Let's talk about the four sports: football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. Right? Who in the public eye considered like the softest, weak mentality? Basketball. Who is the more entitled players? Basketball. You don't have these problems in other sports. Football, we know they go hard. Hockey, they go hard. In baseball, they go hard. Them guys go hard. Basketball is the sport that these guys come off as being spoiled brats and unappreciative. They think they shit don't stink. And it's bad product because it's more about the individual than team. You go look at baseball. No matter how good the Chinese guy that played with the Dodgers, he the best player in baseball. The Chinese guy with the Dodgers. I keep forgetting his name, but he's a beast, right? But you know what they do? It's about Dodgers. Dodgers. It's Dodgers. Ohtani. Yeah, Ohtani. Ohtani. Ohtani is one of the best players in baseball. But it's about the Dodgers. Same with people who play for the Red Sox, people who play for the Orioles. It's about the team. Same thing in football, right? is about the team. The Seahawks and the Patriots is in the Super Bowl. Same with hockey. Basketball, everything always, they highlight the star player, and the star players don't be as good as, the star player is not as good as they advertise to be. And these guys don't play hard. Yeah, I'm a Red Sox fan. I don't know what the Red Sox is doing. I don't know what they're doing. But what I'm saying is, these guys don't, and all these guys feel entitled. These guys don't be that good. And all of they feel like they overpaid all these guys. You know how many guys on bad contracts, and these guys, young guys. It's not like these. It's one thing a guy signed the contract when he's 30, and now he's like 34 and on the last year deal, and he kind of fell off. No, these guys be in their 20s, you'd be like, yo, the contract is crazy. Like, look how they looking at marketing contract. Look how they looking at Jaren Jackson Jr. contract. Desmond Bain getting 30-something million. I was like, nah, I don't want that deal. The guy, what's his name, Keegan Murray, was their fourth best player, and they just paid him all that money. He's not that good. You had DeRozan, you had Levine, you had Sabonis. Yeah, Porter Jr. See, now it's crazy. Now it's crazy because Michael Porter Jr. contract was crazy for Denver. Now people want it because they see what he's doing, but he's doing it on a bum team. He just said it on a podcast. He was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. My coach tells us we can shoot it. He get mad when we don't shoot. Their whole team got green light on the Nets. So Michael Porter is, to me, I think it's fool's gold. He's full gold. You saw how he was with Denver. It looked like that because his coach, he said it. Go look on the podcast. It was him and Cam Johnson. They got traded for each other. And Cam Johnson was like, yo, you going to like Jody Fernandez. He said, oh, yeah, I love Jody Fernandez. He said, yo, no shot is a bad shot there. He said, he showed us film, like, why you ain't shoot that? So he give all them guys that level. Why you ain't shoot? He talked to all his guys. So now they whole team, they got the green light like that. They got the green light. So now he putting up numbers. He on a poor team. Nobody really cares. And now it's crazy because that contract looked like it was ridiculous. Now people like, so many people want him now. So many people want him now. That's what I said, these teams just don't know anything. I'm saying, 2 first-round picks. No, fuck not. Because if you go on a team and he's got other good play, he's not going to be doing that. See, that's what they not counting. If he got 20-something points there on another team, he's not going to be doing that. And that's the mistake. That's the mistake these teams make time and time out. You think he'd be a good fit for the Knicks? Who? Who'd be good for the Knicks? Who you saying be good for the Knicks? Let me know because I'm about to log off. Michael Porter Jr., where you gonna play at with the Knicks? Think about it. Where his minutes gonna come? Them guys play tons of minutes. Anunoby and because you got Josh Hart at the 2, Michael Porter not a 2, and Anunoby and Mikal Bridges play tons of minutes. So where he gonna get minutes at? Where he gonna get minutes at? They both play. They play tons. Don't they play damn near the whole game? They play like 38 minutes a game, them two. Yeah, I'm curious about that. He say think Mark Walters gonna lowball him. I don't think he might lowball, but I think he may have him no more than 30 because Reed trying to go for 40. I think that's crazy. It's crazy. Him and Luka play the same way. It just you see how the game going, the speed and stuff is that's too much money to tie into two players like that. Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. I appreciate you guys. My boy Eric Kwan in the building.